Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and today we're going to show you our Comet 333. This is a tri-band antenna for 144, 220, and 440 megahertz. It's a tri-band antenna. We changed out our 2-meter antenna, and here it is sticking up in the sky with its little ground plane. It's up at 20 feet above the ground. So this is the Comet tri-band antenna, and then we're going to put the Comet antenna analyzer on it, and we're going to check the condition of the antenna on each of the 3 bands with the SWR curves for 144, 220, and 440 megahertz. So stay tuned for some more fun with the antenna analyzer, again made by Comet for this Comet 333 antenna. I ask that you please subscribe, hit the like button, and the notify to stay current with our content. Thank you. Now, these antenna analyzers are really nice. In the old days, we used to have to take an SWR meter and pick a frequency, compute the SWR for that frequency, do it across the whole band, and make your own graph. Now they graphically do it for you, and they also show you, of course, the band. And here it is on the 144 megahertz band, and as you can see, the SWR is below 1.5 to 1. It comes down around about 1 to 1 or at 146, and it goes back up around 148. So all in all, not bad operation on the 2-meter section of the band. Now, when we were putting this antenna together, we also left it as long as possible. That would put it for the lower end of the band for each of those. So that was the 144 megahertz band. And now we're going to go ahead and look at the other bands that are on this antenna. So let's get into the 220 megahertz range. And as you can see, here we go. At 220 megahertz, it's about 2 to 1. But it comes down about at 222 to 224, it comes down to 1.1 to 1. So again, it's not going to work across a lot of the band, but for the voice portions of the 220 megahertz, this will be just fine. So for 2 meters and 2 meters and 220, it's doing just fine across the entire band. Now the 2 meter and the 220 are both below 300 megahertz, so that's why we're using the 1 port, and now we're on the high frequency port 300 and above, and we're going for 420 megahertz, and you can see right there the SWR is like 2.1 to 1 at 420, but it falls down as you go up the band, and when you get into the 440 section of the band and the upper 430s, it's down in the low SWRs again. So a good tri-band antenna. Hopefully it will work well for some reception of the ATV that I'm planning on, as well as 220 and 2 meters. So ladies and gentlemen, we hope you found all that useful and informative. Thanks so much for watching, and have a lot of fun at your house today.